Welcome to Who's on First Watch, a TTRPG podcast coming to you from Brisbane, Australia. Welcome to episode 4. We are playing the Shattered Vale campaign from our homebrew world of Hamanaroth.
Yeah, we are! Yeah!
Before we get started, I would like to go around the table and do some introductions to our awesome cast. Sean, over to you.
Hello! My name is Sean, and I am playing Thalendi Verther. I am a wild-born Minotaur brawler.
Kaya.
Hi everyone, I'm Liv and I'm playing Kaya, our homebrewed class, the Veilbinder Threadkeeper.
I just noticed that I said Kaya instead of Liv.
Yes, you did.
Liv.
That's okay. Because they are one. We are one. We are one and the same person. There
One
is
and the
no
same.
character. There is no play.
Now you introduce Liv.
Great.
Yeah.
Nathan.
Hi, I'm Bjorn Erickson, and I'm played by Nathan.
Kremlev.
Hello everybody, my name is Kremlev and I am played by Harrison. Harrison's excited to be here.
I'm so confused. And Phaedra.
Hey, I'm Phaedra. And I'm played by Sarah. Yes.
Phaedra, do Sarah's voice better.
What is my voice?
I don't know.
I've forgotten.
I'm so confused.
I'm so, who am I?
Somebody help me.
Yeah, Sarah, who, I don't know, she's an ecologist, gets around. There we go. Yeah, very confused right now.
Easily confused.
So confused.
The next thing we want to do is some shout-outs to the awesome people and companies that are helping us in any way, shape or form. First of all, I'd like to shout out to Matt and the team at Heart of Daggers, which is a website that hosts homebrew Daggerheart content. You can actually find us on Heart of Daggers website. We also have Fantasy Plus, the Soundscape website that we use for our show. All the sound effect comes from Fantasy Plus. Check those guys out. And finally, a musician who has let us use some of his tracks is Peak Fiddler. So that was the announcements. Here we go with our episode 4.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Let's do it.
Our tummies, because we're hungry.
Minotaur doesn't have a tummy.
We pick it back up with everyone waking up in the morning at the Peppermill House farmstead. Kremlev, you have scouted around looking for food and found nothing. And Thalendi, you've checked your traps to no avail. Everyone else is starting to gather around the empty pot around the fire in the center of the camp. And as you are gathering, and the children have just been washed, despite their jovial mood and having played in the stream, the lack of food and malnourishment that are starting to beset these people is starting to take hold because their energy is very much sapped as they start to gather around and lean on their mum for support. And as you're all sitting there and wondering about what to do next or whereabouts you're going to get food or what you were planning on doing for the day, you all see, without care or carefulness, several people coming from the other side of the bridge. A whole gaggle of people walking through the forest, heading towards the farmstead. There's a couple of human males that seem to be the first that come into view, and they've stopped at the edge of the clearing where the farmhouse area has been cleared. And coming in behind them, you can see a good handful of people, some children, and then you wait a little bit longer, and they're all gathering on the edge of this small clearing. You start to count around about 10, maybe more, 12 of these people. And they're carrying sacks and backpacks and the like.
Is there any from the Ember Road company?
You can't see from here. So at this point, it's just a lot of congregation or collection of people as they're waiting at the edge, looking into the farmstead.
Do any of the men have that red splash across them that Elna has
Not
told
that you can
me
see
about?
from here, no.
Okay.
Not that you can see. Over to you guys.
More mouths to feed if they're civilians.
Hey, that's right, says Para.
I mean, they could also be better at catching food, or they could have food.
Hey.
She's calling us out.
Sorry, not to say,
She's been here for fucking 12
not
hours.
to say you guys aren't good at catching food.
No, I heard that statement that you're shit.
Kremlev
I mean-
and Thalendi back now from the trap
Philandy's still
hunting?
there. I'm probably still going.
No, you've all come. You come
Oh,
back.
right.
Yeah, by this point.
I go over to Phaedra and just take her hand a bit, and I think we're both sort of hoping that someone from our company is in this lot, and I think we sort of just look at each other and we're like, do you think there is anybody there?
I mean, we should definitely go look. I mean, they're not attacking us. The others were all, like, sneaky. Like, these are out in the open, so clearly not sneaking.
This is true. I feel like maybe... Yeah, I feel like we should go...
Let's
we
go
should
say
check.
hi. Yeah, let's go say hi. I mean, either they're not anyone from our company, or they could help us, or we have a lot more people to feed, and, you know...
So you feel my hand on your shoulder. And I say, wait. They might not be friendly.
But if they weren't friendly, then they wouldn't just be out. You know, the other ones, they were hiding behind a cart and they were shooting at us. They were clearly not friendly, were they?
Well, I had to put 3 men in the ground yesterday, and I don't know how I feel about that. Let's just see how they act. Let's not treat them as friendlies yet.
Okay, then I guess I'll just put up a hand and kind of give a very tentative wave.
Slap it down.
So,
I'll give him the finger back.
so the group of people has probably swelled to about a dozen.
A dozen?
Yes,
You're okay,
there's-
Phaedra.
Sorry. I had a lot of Van Sluten gummies and now I'm like popped up on sugar.
the front of the group of people, there's 2 middle-aged humans. One's carrying a sword and another with a bow and arrow, looking and gauging your movements as much as you're gauging theirs. And then slowly the 2 of them step forward away from the main group and gently return the wave.
They're waving back.
Start,
Easy.
start
Easy
moving
now.
forward. And one of them stops halfway and beckons the others to stay within the tree line. And then the other strides forward. You can see he's wearing general travelling clothes and a jerkin, and as is with everyone else, it's all worn and well-travelled. And the one with the bow and arrow is staying back a little, and he has a sword, and he isn't brandishing it, but he's got it in hand. He hasn't necessarily got a scabbard to sheathe it in or anything. And he sticks it into the ground and puts his hands up and starts walking closer. Says, greetings. Hello there. We don't mean any harm. We're just trying to find our way, and we're following this stream. And would it be possible for us to take advantage of the water and replenish ourselves? We don't mean any threat nor harm.
We have nothing but the water itself. Do you have any food that we could borrow?
I mean, we were not going to borrow it. We're not going to give it back.
Well, perhaps, albeit nature's stream and not yours to give, I'm sure that we could potentially part with some of our wares.
This seems like a good thing. This is a
I'm keen
good...
to parlay, yeah.
Wait, where'd you come from?
I was here.
He's standing right over your shoulder,
I'm just behind you, just didn't hear me. come up.
breathing. You smell like turnip! Piss off! He says, so what do you say? We could even stay on this side of the stream, if that helps.
I think that would be a good idea. Okay. I bring my hair a little bit forward and cover my elf ears.
Okay.
Because I don't know these people and I don't know how they feel about elves.
He's waiting for a response.
I can't do much about
What do you
being
call
green.
yourself?
My name is Bjorn. I'm, I suppose, one of the group leaders. And that's Ira, my brother, with the bow.
So,
My name is Tholendi.
Well met, Thalandi,
Please take some water.
and fuck off. Sorry.
well, hi, I'm Phaedra. Hi.
Hi.
Part of the Ember Road. May have heard of us.
No.
Well, you know,
Sorry.
maybe you don't get out much. So yeah, what's your story? Where have you been from? Like, if you all come from one village, or have you like congregated together?
We're
Like,
fleeing
what's-
from Pern.
Yeah, well, Pern.
What happened at Pern?
What happened to Pern?
It was...
Did Pern burn?
It did, in fact. The Dosmorian army sacked Pern, and we fled. And we have been on the run ever since.
Shit,
weren't-
that's what we were at him.
You weren't followed, were you?
I don't believe so. We've been on the road for quite a few days now, if not a week or so. We've been moving. We found a spot here and there, but then, there was trouble, so we had to leave.
Look,
Well, you'll find no trouble here.
And you'll find no trouble from us.
Agreed.
Are you just heading off into the wilderness, or have you got a place in mind you're gonna go? Is there somewhere
Well-
safe that maybe we could also go?
Well, this is the discussion we've been having amongst ourselves. Maybe if we can talk across the stream, perhaps.
Yeah.
And he turns around and beckons the rest of the group to come forth. And yes, so his brother with a bow, potentially a couple of families, to varying ages, and one of them's pulling a cot behind him with some goods or bags and things strapped to it, and trundle forward, and all cautiously. But then once they start to feel that little bit more safe and secure, there's a bit of a rush to the stream, and they'll get on their hands and knees and splashing their faces and drinking from the stream and washing. And Ira stands there as well. He hasn't put his bow down, but he's not holding it in any sort of threatening way. This must be the younger of the two. He stands and speaks to his brother, and his brother nods, and they're both keeping a good watch on you guys and what you're up to. At this point, Pera's emerged from wherever she was resting, and she's standing and comes over and says, stands next to you, Bjorn, and says, "More mouths to feed. We gotta move them on. We're gonna get rid of these ones, otherwise we'll be, stuck looking after these as well."
It's not our responsibility to feed them.
Well, no, but it takes food out of us,
Does it?
doesn't it?
And what food?
Well,
We've got no food to start with.
find it.
If you got no food for 6 mouths, what's the matter if you got no food for 16 mouths?
All right then. All right, we'll see what happens, won't we?
Was that a private conversation between you two?
Yeah,
Okay.
she's just trying to.
Be a shit stirrer.
Yeah.
I hate her so much. I'm shove it in her face. Like, they're gonna give us food. Shut up, your old bag. Be nice to people.
And Auric, hearing the conversation, he emerges from Holy Cabin and just stands watching as well. He seems to always be wearing his chainmail with his axe at hand, but never threateningly. He just seems to, he doesn't take it off, despite the discomfort that comes with that. This group of people start to somewhat settle and sit and start to break camp, if you like, or undo some of their packs and sit down from what looks like been a long, weary road.
I go up to Jorah across the stream, so I'm staying on my side, and ask him to tell me more about what happened with Pern.
It was a surprise attack. As you may or may not know, there's been no major military actions for so long now that this Dosmorian army came from nowhere and hit the gates, surprised us, overtook the city, attacked the keep, Blacktooth Keep, overran the keep, and essentially displaced a lot of the Thulian military from the area that were protecting us. There was a fierce fight that happened. There was a troop or a detachment that was nearby that we thought would reinforce and support us, but they didn't arrive. It was just so brutal, and they were killing people in the streets and civilians, and it was just awful. And stringing up soldiers and gutting them in the streets and setting fire to the buildings in the town. We tried to seek refuge in the keep, but it was embattled as well and surrounded. It was quite a large force, so we had to run. And we've been running ever since.
Do you know?
Trying to find somewhere to stay.
Do you know what happened? Do you know why they attacked?
I mean, beyond the ongoing conflict,
Where were the warriors from Thulshan? They should have been
the
there.
Thulians, well, we had a detachment in the city, and they fought valiantly as maybe you know how incredible they are, fierce warriors, and they died to a man. But the detachment that was on patrol outside of the town never returned to support or rally the rest of the troops as they were carving people up in the streets.
Can I hear any of this conversation?
Yeah.
So how did you get out? If you were
We
trapped
ran.
in...
We just ran. We fled with the town. We gathered what we could and we ran. They seem less worried about those that are escaping, more worried about taking the town and the key.
Like, you got a sword, your brother's got a bow. Seem like you might know what you're doing.
Well, my brother more than I. He has hunted in the past, but I'm a leather worker, and we just essentially gathered our families and have been on the road ever since.
Well, maybe we can do an exchange. Phaedra and I are performers. Maybe we could perform for you in exchange for some food or goods.
Can't believe you haven't heard of it. We're at Pern every year. Every year we're in the market. You know, Ember Road. Oh, they're coming through town. Big fellers. The silk shadows of fires.
Maybe someone else has.
Really?
Sorry,
never heard
I'm
of us.
always working so hard that I never got out much. I'm sorry to offend, but we've lost everything. Yeah, perhaps.
You know.
Phaedra all worried about her rep.
Perhaps.
Sorry, my house burned down?
But did you know who I am?
Don't you know who I think I am? But perhaps later it could take our minds off things.
I feel like that might be a fairer exchange.
Oh, and Pig. You love a bit of music. We got a bit of music. We have like a sing and song and dance. It'll be fun. Raise morale. We'll have a lot to eat, especially the eat part.
You have food.
No.
Oh, you got food.
No, you said it.
You said you got food.
Well, we grabbed what we could on the way. We have rations, meager rations. We're actually starting to run quite low.
Shit.
Feeding the families and the children, and we were hoping that you might.
Yep.
How long have you been here? Who owns this farmstead? Have you got wheat, grain, anything?
No.
You seem visibly saddened by that information. And he sits down and crumples into the grass and puts his feet into the stream rushing past and looks like he's been trying to keep it together for a long time.
You're doing well to protect your friends.
I appreciate the sentiment, but we're coming to the end. I don't know what else to do.
You're alive. That's what's important. The spirits will provide.
Well, my faith isn't as strong as yours, my big friend. Just hangs his head and enjoys the moment of having the stream and his family having a moment to have a little bit less stress of where to go and where to go next. Is there anything any of you would like to do?
The mule.
We can't eat the mule. That's
Why can't we eat a
Why
mule?
not?
it's Elna's. She's heard. At least ask her.
And Ella needs to eat.
She's out.
I mean,
She's unconscious.
it's just like common courtesy, you know. Don't eat someone's mule.
It's
We
like a
can-
saying.
Yeah.
Don't eat the old woman's mule.
Don't be a fool. Don't eat the mule. You know.
I've
mean-
never heard that before.
Well, look, I, just
think
made
if
it up.
it was-
But,
I think if it was between her starving to death and us eating the mule, we'd eat the mule.
oh, well,
I
look,
grab one of my
where-
axes and start walking towards the stable
Wait,
or
wait,
wherever the hell
wait,
the
wait,
mule
wait,
has
It's
been.
it has been meandering around, staying near, but it hasn't been fenced in or anything.
Look for it.
We're hungry. I get it.
Yeah, you
We're
see it
not-
over by a tree.
I'll start walking towards it.
Okay.
We're not hungry to starving to death. You know, we've still got a little. Let's keep level heads here. You know, we might
I'm
need him later.
ignoring him.
We might need him later in order to carry us along. So maybe, I know we're hungry, but maybe we should just hold off a little bit longer.
Pera's fallen in step just behind you.
I hate this woman.
She goes, I'm pretty good at skinning. I can, yeah, we can get some.
I hate this woman.
We can make a good warm blanket out of that.
Do whatever you want with it.
So I'm going to be staying in and around the company of the newcomers,
Yes.
and I'll share with them what I know about the local trails and
Yes.
and, you know, like, I don't have much knowledge of what's happened over as far as Pern, but I'll tell them what I know about, you know, the guys in the red sashes. And
When you mention that, Bjorn puts his head up and goes, a lot of them, the Dosmorians had that marking on them. They were part of the army or
The attacking
whatever it
force.
was.
Look, it's my understanding that mercenary units are regular now.
There were so many.
Well, we have
Enough to
seen
take the
some.
keep.
I'm not gonna reveal that we've murdered a bunch of them and they're buried a few yards away. We can probably smell them from here. But I'm gonna say that we've seen them and
Yeah.
they've menaced towards our camp, but we've managed to keep them away.
Well, thank you for the warning. We'll keep our eyes peeled, of course, and avoid them at all costs. Yes, so you reach the mule.
Unless anyone physically tries to restrain me, I'm going to walk over to the mule and slash its throat with one of my axes.
While he does that, it's just you can see that on my face that Bjorn's not listening to me. It's, well, it wasn't me. Turn around and
Yep, you draw your blade of your axe across the mule and it gives a spluttering... Did they whinny?
I don't know. Have you got a dying mule sound effect?
A spluttering death rattle of a mule as blood...
Oh.
It's like one of those squeaky toys.
What just happened?
Oh. That's fantastic.
Sweet merciful gods.
It haunts you for the rest of your
We
days.
hear that around the camp. What was that sorrowful, mournful sound?
You draw your axe blade across its neck and just gouts of blood just gush from its throat.
Oh no, save the blood, save the blood. It's good thickener for the stew. Let's try and catch the blood.
You run over with a bucket.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. The devil woman's like, blood! Get more blood!
She's practical.
Yeah, you scoop up a bucket now that it's inevitable.
Yeah.
Jog over and, try and gather up as much of the blood.
Oh, we
leaking
can
out
make
of the
blood
creature.
pudding out of this. Use your head.
Ooh, I like blood pudding. I will quietly whisper a prayer to the animal spirit.
Respectfully.
Thank you for sharing.
Yes, you see that Bjorn and Eero look over and go, their
Probably
faces
shouldn't have
light
built it in
up.
front of them.
Not the children. Would somebody
Their faces
please think
light
of the
up
children?
with the
Tried
potential
to
promise
call
of
attention
food.
to the visitors before, but it didn't seem that anyone wanted to pay attention to them.
Bjorn the Subtle.
Bjorn's a hungry boy. Bjorn wants his mule steak.
I need meat.
Mule me now, baby.
Okay, so who knows how to butcher a beast?
I'm a survivalist.
Yeah.
I'm a baker.
There's no
Anyone a
ovens or
candlestick
pastry.
maker?
Give me the pastry and I'll make
Oh,
pie.
we got flour.
I can make pie.
Pies!
I don't know how to make
Goodness,
pies.
donkey
there's
pie.
halfway.
I know how to slaughter an animal.
Okay. Anyone else? I assume, do you know how to slaughter an animal? Beyond cutting its throat and ripping up bits and putting it in the fire?
Beyond killing
Perhaps not actually butchering it, it's like properly butchering it, but
Yeah.
it got butchered.
I know enough to hack bits off it and put it over the fire.
Why wouldn't
And
you
bleed
lead it over
Yeah.
as well to the fire? Now we have to carry the donkey.
Now all the practicalities come out. You're just standing there criticising. Don't forget the bucket for the blood. Why didn't you bring the donkey closer to the fire?
What are you doing
You guys
here?
married now? What's going on?
So, you go about bleeding out the animal and stringing it up and all the things that you would do in order to prepare the animal for cooking and eating.
So I guess when I see them kill the donkey, I'll be surprised, to say the least. And I'll work my way over to where they are, and I'm like,
As you go to head off, Bjorn goes, Do you think we
wait here.
Okay.
And I'm going to walk over and I go, what's going on?
Well, I had an idea.
Creating food.
And
You're not creating food, you're killing a donkey.
What point was a donkey serving?
We don't know yet, but surely we're not this hungry.
What point was the donkey serving?
Well, what point does it serve now with 12 other hungry mouths to
Serves
feed?
you.
It feeds us. Whether we feed them or not is another matter entirely.
yeah, look, maybe we could have, done it out of the view of the dozen people that are licking their lips currently.
While this donkey is bleeding out in front of everyone, I'm going to grab its neck and twist its neck and kill it so it doesn't suffer any further.
Oh, I think it's dead,
I
isn't
think
it?
it's dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's dead.
So they've been bleeding for a while,
Yeah, okay.
So I'm going to make sure it's dead then. And like, it's probably dead, but I'm going to make sure it's properly not
Yep.
alive
Well-
as we're about to skin it and do horrible things to it.
Flay you alive.
It's been done, and now we can have donkey stew.
And do either of you know how to prepare a donkey?
I just came up with the idea.
It's just like horse.
You skin into holes?
I go, Bjorn, can you go and deal with our guests? And
I'll have to
grab
next
some-
deal with them.
I'll grab some twine and rope or whatever's in the barn and
I'll
start
start walking over towards the guests with an axe.
start stringing up the mule and get out my knife and gut it. And,
Okay.
and while you're standing there with the bucket, Phaedra, I'm gonna just all the guts will come out.
Oh, dear Lord.
And I'm just gonna hand them to you, like you know what you're doing.
No, I don't.
You wanted
but,
to kill it, right? It's that kind of attitude. Like,
You know, I know how the sausage got made, but I don't want to be making it.
the
Like,
heart in your hand. There you go. Hold that. That's good eating, apparently.
Oh, don't forget the brain. The brain's good. Oh.
I notice Bjorn walking over, juggling his axe. And as he steps closer, I sort of intercept him and put a hand on him and his axe arm and just be like, whoa.
What? So Andy said I had to deal with the visitors.
I don't think he meant deal with them. I think Tholandi meant just watch them.
Watch them
My,
die.
my gears just grind for a second, like as I think about it. Okay.
They haven't harmed us. I don't think they're going to. Let's just...
They don't
What?
appear to be much of a threat to me.
Exactly, let's just watch and maybe wait a bit.
You see, they're watching with keen interest the butchering of the mule. Old Brian, I think his name was. Kremlev,
That's good, Brian.
what are you up to at this point?
I was going to go find Kaya, but she's gone off to talk to Bjorn. So before then, I was hoping I could bump into you and ask about the flour from earlier. We've got a surplus of meat now, and my mother was a baker. She taught me a trick or two.
Do you want it? And I pull it out of my coat.
Be
and-
careful with it, people can't know we've got lots of this.
Yeah, and try to subtly hand this sack of flour.
I'm just going to flick my cloak up and quickly reach in and grab it.
Yeah, and we both lift our cloaks up and pass it through.
Nothing, sir.
I'm not going to see you.
Look, I'll give this back to you later, okay? But I'm just going to work on a little something. I guess yeah, thank you. Look, I'll be back with this, all right?
Okay.
And
I
I'm
trust you.
gonna duck off and go find who's taking care of the donkey, and
Yes.
ask for the entrails, the offal.
I guess you're going to make sausage roll.
Classic Aussie treat.
Yes, there's I think Phaedra standing there unceremoniously holding this bucket full of offal
Yeah, go for it. It's all.
Do you
it's
want
all,
these? No.
up to our elbows in guts and blood.
Yeah, I'm just trying to, get it all in the bucket. And
I'm like traipsing intestines over her shoulders. I'm trying to make this as miserable an experience as possible for needlessly killing this animal.
No, I didn't do it. I just came up with the idea. He did the
Yeah,
swinging.
hold this. These
Oh,
are the
God.
gonads.
Look, I'm gonna start pilfering through all the offal and the entrails and be picking out the certain bits, hold them up above my head, and put that back. Ruffle,
Gnaw
ruffle,
on this
ruffle.
bit a bit.
Yeah. Small intestine. Yeah, sure. Create a little collection of the good bits
Okay.
and skulk off, stash them somewhere for
Do you
later.
actually skulk off?
Yes. I skulk
entrails.
off. Dun, 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 dun. I'm going to just stash them somewhere, head over to the stream,
Okay.
gather a bit of water, and have a crack at making pastry with what I can.
Okay. All right.
I don't have much supplies, but I can make it do.
Okay.
Pinch
so,
of salt.
Yep. Give me a knowledge.
Knowledge, you reckon?
I don't think it's instinct.
Yeah, fair enough.
Be finesse, surely. Dexterity in your
Yeah,
in your
it's more
crumbling
what you know,
pastry?
less what you do with your hands.
617 with hope.
I thought you rolled the 8 on the black one.
No, I think you're correct. Sorry, that one's on me.
Cheat!
Cheat.
What am I going to do with all this fear?
Oh no, he's got a stack.
A donkey's ghost.
So
That
good.
was magic.
Kremlev, are you in plain view of everyone, or are you doing it inside?
I'm going to nick the water and then head off into the barn.
Okay, you start making whatever it is that you're making. Pies, sausage rolls.
Sausage rolls. Yeah. Grind up some offal.
Okay,
Kind of give it a little. So I can't cook it yet. There's no fire.
Yeah.
But I'll get it all prepared.
okay. You go about getting it prepared. What is everyone else doing? Anything in particular?
I'm just holding entrails.
You're holding entrails. Bjorn, you are watching intently.
Watching them.
Yeah, Bjorn and the others start to get a little bit more unpacked on the other side of the stream. And Kaya, what are you up to?
Kaya, there's some entrails over here. Can you give me a hand?
No, you've got it, I think.
You're into this whole, like, other side death stuff. This is your thing.
Yeah, the death part, not what comes after.
Here, hold this tongue and hold yours while you're at it.
Get to a point where you've dressed the beast as best you can. Start to skin it. The crowd on the other, the group on the other side are, just going about their business. Obviously, they're keeping a wary eye, but they seem to have relaxed somewhat. And Kremlev, you managed to pull together, I don't know what you carried on. Anyway, you managed to get a plank of wood or something. You pulled together a whole bunch of
A little bit of something.
sausage rolls.
It's not great, but it's apocalypse sausage.
Apocalypse sausage. That's what it's called. So it's essentially entrails wrapped in some really bad flour and water.
Look, I'm used to working with the meat of the animal and real pastry, so it's a little new for me.
Yeah, okay. Look, so the afternoon, it rolls on through midday and everyone's pretty much waiting with bated breath to see what happens with this beast and how it's going to get handed out and distributed. So eventually, around just after midday, you've finished preparing what it is you're going to prepare. Over to you guys. Like, what are you doing from here?
What has Para said? Has she batted her nose in?
Yeah, she's absolutely frittering about. Pro-donkey, 100%. She's not aligned herself to you, Bjorn, but there's... Yep, that was the right move. That kind of stuff. She goes over and talks to Auric at one point and says, we've got a beast. We've got a beast. Come and have a look. And Auric, you see the first glimmer of expression on his face that you've seen, which is like, it's not a smile, but it's something other than a scowl, which is a bit of a change. And the kids start playing around near the other farmhouse. And then at some point, whether all of you see it or someone sees it, you see them come scuttering out at pace, running away from the farmhouse. The old, wizened, pale, grey man stick his head out and goes, stay out! And then disappears back inside the farmhouse.
Is that the three kids that were with us or the three kids?
No, the others on the other side, yeah. There's a handful of them. And that it gets a little bit of a response from the folk that are on that side, and some of the adults go over and have a look and stick their head in, and you see that there's some exchange of words, and then they just walk away shaking their heads and come back and sit with the rest of their group. But beyond that, you are now at a point where you're ready to cook if you want to cook.
So I'm going to separate the forelimb and a shoulder.
Okay.
Butchering the animal.
Yep.
And I'm going to instruct Phaedra, we need to make a smokehouse. We need to smoke the meat.
Can't we just stick it in a pot with stew?
We need to preserve it as long as we can.
Oh.
So let's smoke it.
Maybe we should have kept it alive and cut some bits off once in a while.
That's not how it works.
No? Okay.
But we need to build a smoke. I'm going to start instructing like how we can build a smokehouse and get lots of bushy tree limbs and make a bit of a spot to smoke it, and then I'm going to say like keep an eye on the rest of the beast, and then I'm going to walk over and take the forelimb to the leader of the newcomers. I'm going to say this is all we can spare. I wish you luck.
He says, thank you so much. We are so grateful. However, could I this looks like a place of safety in what is otherwise a very hard road, and I have my family to take care of, and I can help. I can mend. We have skills. We have cloth. We have some tents, some lean-tos. We could...
The bigger this place becomes, the easier it becomes to find.
Well...
That mercenary company that we've chased off won't stay chased off for long.
But surely
I fear a fight is on our hands.
Well, surely in greater numbers we have a better chance at defending our little piece of peace and mind.
And in smaller numbers, I believe you will stand a better chance of escape.
Well, isn't that our decision to make? We've been on the road for far too long, and we have nothing left.
Neither do we.
We have
little to spare, my friend.
We can work together, and at least give us some time, not just one day, a week perhaps, to gather some more supplies and figure out where we're going to go next?
I'm sorry, but there are no supplies to gather. We've been picking this area clean for a week or so ourselves.
Well, maybe we can hunt further away from the farm and
That's a good idea.
yeah, and then return to the farm, and
You should
we
hunt
can all.
further away from the farm. And I'm going to put the meat in his hand. I'm like,
He takes a step back. He says, "No. We can all work together. We can make this happen."
can I make a check using my indomitable physique
You can.
to sort of gently intimidate him?
Yes.
So I'll spend a hope to use my experience.
I'm going to use a fear. Yeah, so I'm going to give you disadvantage because he is resolute and desperate.
10, 12 with hope.
Despite your large physique and overbearing presence, you can see the desperation in his eyes. You see him glance quickly to his brother and his wife and the kids. Please, just let us stay. We can help. You've got to let us, please. My brother can hunt. I can mend.
He seems to be pushing this quite a lot. Can I do like an instinct check on him and see?
You can.
Like, because he's pushing this quite heavily and we're saying no.
Yep.
So
Go for it.
19 with hope.
19 with hope. You can see that it is just out of pure desperation for him and his family and his safety. And yeah, you can see that despite them mentioning that they've got some rations, they're almost salivating looking at the beast and the meat, despite Thelani pushing it towards him and his absolute desire to take it. He's trying to refuse because he knows that, well, he believes that this is a better option. And he also believes that, you know, with the people that are already there, it is also a better option for him to stay. So yeah, he doesn't seem like he's got any ulterior motives beyond safety and respite.
I turn to Thelandi. Maybe we can talk about this with them tomorrow after we've all had a bit of rest and a bit of food. And maybe we, and I point to him, myself, and Bjorn, and say, maybe we can talk about it later tonight with everybody and get everybody's opinion about it.
So I assume this guy overhears that.
No, well, you're still sitting near the bridge, so... I mean, you
I
lean
try to say it
close
in a
and-
way that he's only going to hear it, that no one else is going to hear it.
Yeah.
I'll say to Joran, I'll tell you what, you stay on your side of the stream.
Of course.
We will stay on ours. And we will come to a decision as a group tomorrow morning.
Wonderful. Perfect. Could we have some of the meat?
I'm going to go, yes, I meant what I said. This is all we can spare. No, I'm handed.
Okay. He takes it, and despite your awful maths, he goes, thank you. We appreciate it. We appreciate it. And, yeah, hurries over.
Him and his maths. It's all we can spare. I don't give a fuck how many of them there are.
Yeah, so he hurries over, and they start quickly building a fire and pull out the flint and steel and starts scratching up some tinder and get the fire going and quickly get the meat onto the flame, and the smell wafts through the camp, and you all just like, what? Oh my god, that is good. As the sizzling donkey sizzles.
Brian, you smell so damn good.
And they'll eat well tonight and starve in 3 days' time. Where our camps can have smoked meat that will last for ages. And awful sausages.
You don't get it now.
Apocalypse sausage.
Oh, FAL, not AW.
Okay, so after that exchange,
Oh, while this is happening, sorry,
Yes,
if
sure.
I can interrupt.
please.
I'm going to come out with this plank of wood I found. I kind of brushed it off. Got a couple of little damper little odds and ends on there. Take them over to wherever the fire is currently going.
Yeah, so there isn't one on this side. You'll have to start your own.
Anyone able to help me light the fire real quick? And I'm standing there with a big tray of what you guys really look at and see sausage rolls.
Is that...
Yes, sausage rolls. Look, they're not perfect, but they're doing what they can.
Oh, sweet elf. Come. Oh, my goodness. Yes, I'll help.
Look, I need a fire, and somebody to keep an eye on these.
Oh, I'm supposed to be keeping an eye on a donkey.
No, I'll take care of that. There's a kitchen in the house.
There's a kitchen?
It's smashed and not in very good repair, and I doubt the oven works anymore, but
We go
there was a potbelly stove. I'm sure we could harness some heat there.
I'll help. I'll go help.
Well, let's go have a look, shall we?
Yeah.
Okay, you go inside and you can see Alex sitting there and watches you enter with a scowl. He's got his pipe going. Eleanor's fast asleep. And yeah, he's just watching as you enter.
I'm going to kind of raise the tray. You want in?
Alright.
We're going to use the stove, eh?
Alright.
All right. Look. But there's enough here for...
On you go.
Oh, all right. And kind of plonk it on whatever table's left there.
I'll be watching. That chimney is broken.
How broken?
Well, have a look.
Well, I mean...
It doesn't stick out just watch the smoke. You're going to smoke us out.
Well, I mean, kind of worth it.
All right.
Well, I mean, we've got meats to smoke. We could kind of try and read
We're
the...
going to hotbox this place.
Dutch oven.
All right, what do you need? What do I need to go do? I've been having my hands in the intestines. What am I doing next?
Well, wash them first. Trying to make this somewhat of a delicacy for us.
All right, I'll go wash my hands. I'll go outside and I'll just rub my hands on my coat and then come back inside. Right?
Intestines are full of poo.
Right, we're ready. What do you need? Wood?
We need fire.
Fire. All right.
So you guys get this all going and you put them on the top of the stove, and being somewhat rusted and there's a hole inside of it, you manage to corral it into a way that it functions. There is a lot of smoke that starts pouring out inside the small building, and Alex just steps out and gets some fresh air as smoke starts.
And he looks over and sees the barn, and there's smoke pouring out of the barn as well.
While we're doing that, I'll...
How much smoke is actually pouring into the sky?
Yeah, it's a bit.
My one's not so bad. I can't speak for the...
While
Was
we're
there
doing...
a particularly good vantage around here to sort of keep an eye on likely approach points?
Probably that hill that you saw the
I'll
folk
go up
travelling on.
I'll go up to that hill.
Okay. You make your way up the hill.
While we're doing all that, I'll be like,
It's potentially, sorry to interrupt, it's potentially the smell of the cooking meat.
Mm-hmm.
There's definitely smoke wafting into the air.
We're going to fight a bear.
Owlbear.
That's all right. We'll get him too.
add it to the...
Start a shop. You can have an ass pie or a bear pie. Sorry.
Bear ass pie.
So while we're doing all that, I'll go to Kremlev and say, so how do you know how to do this?
Oh, well, look, I'm used to working with better materials, but back when I was a wee little kiddo, my mother was a baker, and my father did a little hunting on the side, taught me a thing or two. Look, I'm more used to small game, chickens and rabbits and whatnot. But you make things work when you've got,
How'd you end up here?
Oh well, I've been walking for a while. My this world is pretty torn. Just wanted to break out on my own, no more backs to watch over. Look, I'm breaking my routine hanging out here for a little, but it's a welcome change of pace.
You leave your family back home?
Well, what's left of it? There's I'm not going to get into it, but I might be the last one.
I might be the last one of mine.
It's like
Until
that nowadays.
Gaia.
Well,
Gaia's my
look,
family.
you guys are good to have each other. I'm happy that I can be around and you can accept me. But I'm used to being alone nowadays. But it's nice to have other people around.
You're not alone. You're a new brother.
Well, thank you.
And I give him a little bit of a hug.
I hug back.
Still covered in intestines.
Could be worse.
Together. Just at that moment, you hear Peak strikes up a gentle tune. The general mood in the whole camp has started to lift somewhat with the promise of a good meal, and with more voices now, just listening to the wind and the rushing of the stream. And you can hear the chatter of a few kids running around. So just in general, the morale of the place has started to lift somewhat. And Alex, sees you go up the hilltop and he's looking around. Someone might see this, some of you don't. But he walks over to Pera and has a quiet word to her. And then she nods. And then he makes his way up the top of the hill to join you. And when he gets there, he says, I don't mind the more mouths, but way too much attention. This is the only spot where we can see.
Yeah, true spoken.
We need to tell him. Do you know him? I'll watch. You tell him.
Tell them what? What are they going to do? Stop what they're doing?
Hey. Don't you see? We'll have the whole bloody countryside on us before we know it.
That we will. Why do you think I came up here?
So you can see him coming. It's not going to stop him.
Warning, though.
Hey. Or we can tell him to back it up. Stop raising a bloody flag. Here we are. We got all the things. Come and get us. Come and throw us in the cells and in your army. Take your families away. Put you to work.
They're welcome to try.
You say that. You say that, boy.
You lost your nerve there, old man.
How dare you? How dare you?
I dare.
Axe fight in the top of the hill.
Let them finish their cook and then I'll tell them to pack it in.
Hey. It's a bad idea. Bad news. All right, you watch then.
All right, I will.
You daft bastard. And he walks off. Trudges down the hill. So, you cook your hors d'oeuvres. Your sausage rolls.
Apocalypse sausage.
Apocalypse sausage. And it is okay.
It's decent.
It's okay.
There's a 17. 17's pretty good.
It's edible.
Yeah, it's okay.
It's a bit rough, but
Yeah.
you know what? All things considered.
I mean,
beats
I don't know
radish
how
water.
tough a donkey's intestine is, but I imagine it's pretty chewy. Who are you sharing it with? Everyone on that side of the river, I suppose?
Yeah, I'll cut it up and if there's anything left.
Yeah, so you start sharing it out, and everyone is very grateful, I assume, for this okay apocalypse sausage. On the other side, they are absolutely gorging themselves on the beautiful, air quotes, mule meat. And you can tell that they mustn't have been eaten for days, obviously. Beyond perhaps some whey bread and the like. I mean, this pretty much takes you into the afternoon. How are you going about this, smoking these meats? What's going on there?
Just cutting it into strips, hanging it on sticks,
Okay.
building a little lean-to of leafy branches, and start a fire and just let it smoke through and fat drip down.
Okay.
Keep the fire going. Smoke it up.
It starts to get into the late of the afternoon, and Bjorn.
Yep.
You see, coming on the road, a trail of soldiers, as far as you can tell, on horseback, with a flag at the front. And on the flag at the front is black, and it has some sort of white shape, or as it gets a little bit closer, a white sparrow.
Can I
on the flag.
recognise that military insignia at all? Given who I was fighting with and against most recently?
Yeah. So yes, you are aware. You know that it is the flag of, well, his nickname is Old Mercy, is the name. He is known as a lieutenant or a lieutenant of the Dosmorian army, and he is known for his brutality and gathering recruits and forces for the Dosmorian forces.
How far is it from this hilltop where I am down to the actual farmstead itself?
It's not very far at all. So, it's probably far range, I suppose.
Okay.
So Garin Vale is the name of the lieutenant.
Okay. Any of my companions that I've made over the past day within that close range?
Within that range? Yeah, they're all seem to be making short work of apocalypse sausage.
I am going to hurl one of my hand axes and hopefully have it land at Kremlev's feet.
Awesome.
Or at least a foot away from it. Just
Give me an attack roll, please. Fail with fear.
Remember,
for the
there's
love
kids
of
in
God.
the area.
It's 20, but it's with fear.
There goes Kremlev's foot.
Okay.
Just takes off a single ball. That's the one.
Single testicle. So you're sitting there eating your sausage roll or apocalypse sausage, and this hand axe goes right next to your foot, and you fumble with the surprise and tip the remaining of the sausages into the stream.
What? Not the apocalypse sausage.
Everyone except Bjorn.
Oh, his fault.
Get the soggy sausage.
Quickly.
Grab him.
Get them up.
Grab him quickly.
No,
Sausage
they're gone.
balls.
They go plop, 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 and then the stream's flowing quite quickly, and they just wash straight down the stream.
I wouldn't call it a high quality pastry that you made with flour and water.
It's damper. Look, either way, in that moment, immediately I'm going to look to my where the direction this axe has come from, and see you up there.
I'll make some hand... For me, what would be hand signals that any of my former comrades would know exactly what I was
Okay.
gesturing about.
Can you describe your hand signal?
Like, how big a group did I...
Maybe a score?
Flash my hand with 5 fingers out 4 times and point in the direction of where they were coming from, and my hand across my throat in the classic slashing throat gesture.
Well, I see this hand signal. I'm going to interpret it as 20 directional point towards where they're coming from and kill. So I'm going to assume he's trying to tell us there's people on the way, which seems like a fair assumption. 20 killers on the way. And I'm going to quickly look around at everyone and just hustle everyone up. Quickly, everyone inside. Come on. We got to go. Inside.
I'll start making my way down to the...
You start hustling down, doing that kind of slip slide kind of down the hillside.
I'm going to try and hustle them into the barn house that's less damaged, where there's not a huge hole in the wall.
Well, that's on the other side of the stream. There's the barn. There's the house with a hole in it on your side. On the other side is the house that is intact. On the other side of the bridge.
Well, then I guess I'll hustle us into the house in the hole.
Yeah, you start hustling everyone. You're being hustled.
What is happening?
I don't know. Look, I'm not too sure. Bjorn just signaled me from down. He threw a freaking axe at me.
No, you lost the apocalypse sausage.
Yeah, well, look, it's disappointing, but we need to go. You know, I'd rather have my head than the apocalypse sausage.
Fair. Alright, well, let's gather the children. Let's gather up Ardana.
But quickly, I'm not sure how long we've got.
Okay.
Look, everybody, not like yelling, but loud.
To the other side of the camp as well?
To our group.
Okay.
Oh, you're just going to leave them out.
Fuck, you guys are cold, man. Am I the only good guy in this group?
Hey!
You were the one who tried to send them away.
Gently. With food.
Look, I'm not like yelling, but being clear with myself and trying to round everyone up.
Okay.
Women and children first, and then everybody who's able-bodied.
Okay. You see that Ardana in particular has a look of colour drains from her face. Absolute panic and horror look on her face. And she's like, "Children, come on, let's go. We're gonna go. We're just gonna head off." And she starts gathering up all the stuff.
Wait, come into the barn. We'll hide you. We're all good.
No. We're better off because they'll be coming.
Yeah, but they're becoming in the area. You might as well hide in the barn with us.
No. Oh, we'll go and hide. We'll hide somewhere over there, and then we'll find out. And so she's quickly gathering, children, the bad ones are coming. And then starts gathering all her gear. And the group on the other side of the stream start to notice there's a bit of frantic activity happening on your side of the stream.
Yeah, I'm gonna go run over to them and explain.
I told you to fuck off. I told you.
As I come running down, I'll just scoop up my axe on the fly. If I get within hailing range of any of these guys, I'll say we've got mercenaries on the way.
Look, next time, can you just not throw axes at me?
Why not?
Well,
I didn't hit you.
Well, you could have.
No, I couldn't have.
Look,
if I wanted to hit you, I would have hit you.
There are people coming. Maybe we should both be alive.
Break into a little argument. But at the point in time you say that mercenaries coming, the camp breaks into a small little panic. And that's where we're going to leave the session, guys. That's where we're going to wrap
You couldn't
it
let
up.
us have our apocalypse sausages.
No apocalypse sausage.
You should be glad they got tipped into the river.
I know they were awful, but they weren't awful.
It is important to note that the game uses the Daggerheart tabletop role-playing system, published by Darrington Press and Critical Role LLC. We play under the Darrington Press Community Gaming License. This is an unofficial fan production, not affiliated or endorsed by Darrington Press or Critical